look over my shoulder, a long look over my shoulder. Not too long, but what the heck? This guy, you just made a U-turn, dude. What the heck? What the heck, dude? BikeBlogger here. On my way to work today. Topic of the day, topic of the day. Energy. So I was looking up electric cars and all that stuff, because I've always kind of wondered, are they really better than the internal combustion engine in terms of a life cycle analysis on, you know, impact to the environment? And I was actually kind of surprised. Let's wait for a couple more girls. Let's hit it. Of course, riding a bike is the most good thing you can do for the environment. Let's get over here, get behind the truck. So there's a website, I'm gonna post it in the video description below, for the United States, you people who live in the United States. What is this, Texas? This truck says Texas Pride on it. Interesting. We live in Missouri here. We don't live in Texas. What is he doing? He's like on the, oh, he's going around, I guess, the parked cars. And maybe I'll talk about that in a future video. Bicycle commuting frustrations. One of them being parked cars. All these empty cars just taking up space. Nobody using them. Some people parked actually on their front lawns because this road is somewhat narrow, I guess, at least for American standards. Anyway, energy. Specifically, let's make a right. I'm gonna keep following the loud truck. Fuel mix. What is a fuel mix? That is where you get your electricity from for where you live. So like I said, I'm gonna post a link, which I didn't know about till I bothered to look it up myself. I think it's the United States Environmental Protection Agency, or is it maybe the Department of Energy? I don't know. One of them, they have a little calculator or a search engine, and it will tell you what percentage of your electricity comes from various energy sources. So I was like, hey, I've read in the news that a local electrical utility around here, and utilities are specially regulated bodies, at least in the United States, because they are monopolies. And supposedly they have like these solar farms, which is, they've been building these basically fields full of solar panels. And I'm like, oh wow, that's great. A lot has happened in the past few years, really. Progress has been made with becoming a little bit more diverse in our energy. At least that's the that's the story, which is why I bring this up, because I looked up on the website for my particular region, which is kind of in the middle of the country, and apparently 5 years ago, because keep in mind, this calculator or this search engine thing is based on data from 2016, so that's like 5 years ago, although they're about to update it with newer data from 2019, so still not very recent, but somewhat. Let's go left. So apparently where I live, we get, I think it's 70% of our electricity from burning coal. And the region is served by, I don't know, several coal plants, where they draw their energy from, not just within my state, the US state of Missouri. We get it from like Iowa and other places, but 70% of our electricity in this particular region where I live, comes from coal. And then 15% comes from nuclear. We have 1 or 2 nuclear plants around, I think. So that gets you 85%. So where's the other 15 come from? Well, 10% comes from burning natural gas. Natural gas. Natural gas is mostly methane, which is farts. So, so that leaves 5%. Where does the other 5% come from? Does anything come from like a quote-unquote greener source of energy? Nuclear power is kind of one of those weird things. It's not a renewable energy, but it doesn't produce the same kind of emissions, CO2 emissions that other sources of energy produce. However, of course, they produce nuclear waste, which is really bad. And I don't think there's really any way of getting rid of that. Although I think per gram, you get a lot more energy out of uranium than you do like, you know, coal. Probably that's partially why nuclear power is somewhat pretty popular in Europe, because otherwise they have to get a lot of their coal from, I think, Russia or China, so Asia basically. Oh yeah, the other 5%. So we get 4% of our energy around here from hydroelectric. That's kind of interesting. We have a lot of rivers that go through the state, but yeah, we only get 4% of our energy from there. And then we get 1% of energy from solar, or I think it's actually wind. We get 4% from wind. I could be wrong with the percentages, but we're talking small percentages here. And that is because each of the coal-fired power plants, they produce multiple thousands of megawatts of energy. The natural gas plants, they produce, you know, a few hundred, let's make it right, megawatts. Hydroelectric produces a couple hundred. So, but then again, we're also dealing with a lot of coal and stuff, but I was kind of surprised, honestly. So you may be too. Let's go left. You look up what's going on in your region. I say region because it's not based on state, and it's not even based on energy's a weird thing. I didn't even know all this stuff, but the utility company, they buy, you know, power from, you know, the actual power producers, the plants, and they all have kind of like little mini cartels. There's little regions where there's like a wholesale market where they buy the energy and then they sell it to the consumer through the utility. In that sense, I guess the utility companies are basically just I wouldn't say a middleman, but they're kind of like the retailer of energy. Anyway, that's all. I found this all interesting because I was going back, like I was talking about electric cars, and I think we can get out over here. Let's go this way. It says bike on the sidewalk. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't think they meant to bike on the sidewalk, but we're doing it. Woo! It's not so, I was looking all this up also because it's just been so hot lately, especially if you live in areas like Seattle and you're used to just all the rain and the mild temperatures. It's just insane when you're getting above 100 Fahrenheit for multiple days in a row. I mean, you still got low humidity, so you can be thankful for that. I'm getting off my bike, but I could probably stay on it. There we go. I don't know if I'm right-handed, because I'm right-handed or what, but when I make a left turn, I'm, I guess, a little less confident. Ooh, water. Oh, Nice refreshing water. I'm gonna go take a look at the water. Let's spin around the water here real quick. Woo. Been looking at a lot of water fountains lately because it's been so hot lately. Woo. Love to stay in chat, but I gotta get back on the road. Bike lane, temporary bike lane. Oh boy. So yeah, it's called fuel mix. I didn't know really what the terminology was when I started searching for it, but that's what they call it, fuel mix. If you're wondering where you get your electricity from. I mean, I assumed most of my electricity was from coal. I guess I didn't imagine how much of it was from fossil fuels, which is a lot. Let's make a ride. Let's go ride, BikeBlogger. Going ride. On a way to work today. Going a different way today. Oh man, red light. Hey, this is it's a right turn only lane. I guess you gotta get over. There we go. All good. All good. Shoo. Fortunately, that delivery truck started moving. He was right where the bikes are supposed to go, supposedly, according to these sharrows, these sharing the road arrows. I'm gonna get over a little. Whew. We are on, I think they call it Forsyth right now. There's a car behind me, so I'll scoot over. I'll let him pass me. Is he gonna pass me? You got a limited time, Bubba, because I'm getting back over. Getting back over. Mercedes, blacked out Mercedes. So yeah, kind of disappointed. I figured we got a little more power from, you know, hydroelectric or solar, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. There's been a lot of talk lately about infrastructure, but most of it's just about fixing crumbling infrastructure, not actually investing in the future. Not a lot of appetite for that in this country, unfortunately. Woo. Oh boy. It's a nice wide road. Cyclists may use full lane. Oh, oh, I feel so special. I feel so special. Guess we might as well. Let's get over. Park cars again. Oh, it's nice in the shade. I read something else like we have a significant shade deficit problem in the United States, probably because of all the forest fires. But to make up for it, I don't know where they get these numbers from, but the article said we need to plant like 30 million trees. Good luck with that. I mean, I love planting trees, but 30 million, oh my gosh. Must be because of the, like I said, all these forest fires, which honestly are not really a, you know, forest fires ain't a bad thing. They keep things from getting worse. It's just, you know, these are man-made caused problems with the, you know, people starting fires in the forest to cook their meat or whatever. Cook their catch, cook their fish. I guess technically fish is not meat, but boy, we're just going way off topic here. Way off topic. 30 mile per hour, no tolerance. Huh. What does no tolerance mean? If like that guy who just passed me is going over 30, is he gonna get a speeding ticket? I don't know about that. Going past one of the local universities here to the left. You can maybe kind of see it on the wide angle lens. But actually I'm going to, I guess I'll keep going straight. I just keep hitting all these lights, which is not fun on my way to work. So yeah, what else? Fuel mix. Oh yeah, electric cars. That's what I was looking up originally. So one study said that areas that get most of their power from like coal or fossil fuels, so we're talking what is it, like I guess Russia and Poland and the United States. I mean, that you would have to drive an electric car for, I think, something like 75,000 miles. So for an average car user, that would take them over 5 years. But you would get a payback unless you're leasing the car. Although it doesn't matter who's really driving the car, it matters the life of the car. And most automobiles do last at least 10 years. So even in a heavily, an area that uses a lot of fossil fuels, or all fossil fuels pretty much, the electric car supposedly still is less emissions than the old-fashioned internal combustion. I know it sounds kind of silly, but I've really always been very skeptical of that. Of course, riding a bike is the best option. And 75,000 miles, my gosh. I mean, I don't think I've ever driven a car that much. So for me, it wouldn't really matter. Because, I mean, what? I do have a car, but I drove just over 1,000 miles in the last year or so. I mean, of course, I haven't had a need to. I've been working from home, so okay, we're not gonna wait anymore. We're not gonna wait anymore. Let's just go up the sidewalk. Woo-wee. So yeah, it's been getting really hot, but it's not so bad right now. It's actually, yeah, because the last video, that was really short, right? Because it was just so freaking hot. But it's, I think, 85 Fahrenheit. There's a guy coming on the left there. Watch it, BikeBlogger. Let's wait for the SUV. Let him go. Is he gonna go? Does he not want to go? Light's going red. Light just went red. I guess it didn't go red going the other way. Huh. Another black SUV. Oh boy. Okay, he's making a right without a signal. Okay. Okay. I guess they're picking up their kids at that private school over there. Woo-wee. Yeah, it's pretty humid though. That's okay. We can do it. We can do it, BikeBlogger. We can do it. No biggie. No biggie. Got my sunscreen on. I'm going to talk probably more about that in another episode of the BikeBlogger show. Because there's a big epidemic of skin cancer out there. I mean, it doesn't get talked about a lot, but I guess because a lot of it is not the worst kind, but still not good for your body. Whew. Yeah, it looks like, I think it is actually gonna rain later, just not right now. Not right now. Let's keep going straight. Let's keep going straight. I gotta go south, but I can stick under the shade a little longer if we go this way. And I may likey the shade in the winter time, or the summertime, and the winter time. Oh boy, winter. I'm so far removed from the winter right now. Although it doesn't seem that long ago, does it? When I was biking through a foot of snow. In some cases. A snow drift really really adds to that. Yeah. Honestly, where I live, there's been some very hot days, especially earlier so far in the summer. There's been some really hot days, but nothing very out of the ordinary yet. Fortunately, where I live, it's just always kind of, it's a hot and humid climate in the summer, so not much different to say about that. Although I think the last time we broke 100 Fahrenheit in like early June or whatever. Actually, I want to make a left. I want to make a left. Let me make a left. Let's wait for this guy. I think it was 2018 maybe. So that was a few years ago. That's so sad. I only see one bike over there, parked out there. Kids playing soccer over there, but it's not so bad right now. It's honestly not bad because of the clouds. Liking the clouds right now. All those UV ultraviolet rays can still burn you. Don't get tricked. Don't get tricked. It's like the snow. Don't get tricked. If it's a really reflective surface on the ground, bounce right back up at you and get you. Burn your face off. Hey, there's a cyclist. He popped out of there. That's exactly where I'm going. Right through here. Cutting through here. There's some really big bumps you gotta watch out for though. Like right here, it's just poof. Hope I didn't spit on the camera lens. Yeah, it just drops off there. Transition from asphalt to concrete there is pretty rough. Up, up, up. Yeah, see this is straight up concrete here, and it's a light color, which means it's more reflective, which means the sun's gonna be bouncing off of it a lot better than the asphalt. I guess that is one disadvantage of concrete, at least this kind of concrete, is you could burn you more easily than asphalt. Okay, back up on asphalt. Let's go this way. They don't really want you cutting through over there, through the campus there, so we'll go this way. Woo-wee. So yeah, going back, let's see, electric cars. Yeah, so the construction, the industry of battery technology is really what's driving the additional emissions from electric cars. I mean, there have been a lot of a lot of contests and engineering projects and stuff at schools and whatnot about solar powered vehicles. That just seems like such a great thing, you know? And you just get your energy from the source, you know? If you had a stream that ran through your property, and if you could somehow use that as energy to power things. I guess it's just the fact that a lot of things are so inefficient. Like a refrigerator, oh my gosh. A refrigerator just sucks up energy like crazy, especially the compressors. Because really they're doing some pretty strange and heavy duty stuff with the temperature differentials, freezing your ice cubes, or freezing your water into ice cubes. You can wait, bus, you can wait. Actually, which way is the bus going? Hey, it went behind me. Oh, ambulance straight ahead. It's probably going to that hospital straight ahead though. Let's, why is everyone stopped here? Huh. The left turners, I guess. Well, what I can do is I can just make a right here, but it's a parking lane. See, I gotta get around these guys who are parked to the right of me there, so I can get down here. I want to get in the left turn lane. Let's see, there's some cars behind me, but I'm gonna move over to the left turn lane. I did not use my arm signal. I'll call that out because I try to call out things when I see them or I don't see them. Normally I'd use my arm signal, but I had short time there. So what I do is I just look over my shoulder a long look over my shoulder. Not too long, but what the heck? This guy, you just made a U-turn, dude. What the heck? What the heck, dude? Another one of those dark SUVs causing trouble. Trouble with tribbles. Trouble with tribbles. Okay. So it's a straight shot here. Actually, it's not. I'm gonna go straight, but I'll make a left up here, I think. So I can't actually go completely straight here because the road at the next intersection straight ahead, they converted it to one way going the other way. So actually I gotta go around, go this way here. Woo. So I am actually recording this ride in terms of my Velcro keeps coming off my glove there. In terms of my route, so I'll go ahead and share the GPS track with y'all when I'm done here. Ooh, a Porsche. Porsche. I think that was a Porsche. Yeah. It's got the gold badge of a horse or whatever on it. Oh, dudes. Rolling backwards. Rolling backwards. Down the hill, his car coming behind me. Can't roll backward anymore. Okay, so there's a bus coming. You can't see it because it's not in the screen. I think he's stopping, but there might be someone behind him. I can't see. Yeah, okay, there's someone popping out behind him. All right, so now what we want to do is cross the freeway up here. It's going straight. I'm sure we'll get buzzed. We'll find out. Not Buzz Aldrin, Buzz, is that his name? The old astronaut guy? Is he dead? I don't know. Buzzed by some cars here because speed limit's 20, but you know, gotta get around the cyclist. I could take the lane. You know, I mean, it's telling me to ride right here, so I just take the lane, I guess. Because what I do not want happening is someone jumping in front of me and then making a right to get on that freeway right there. I do not want to get buzzed, so to speak, like that. Woo-wee. All right, let's wait for these guys getting off the highway. I've been kind of achy lately because I don't know, my ankle's been acting up on me. I've been doing yard work and stuff and digging holes for bodies. I mean, no, what am I talking about? I've been, you know, pulling weeds, that sort of fun summertime thing. All right. More parked cars. They make the street half as wide. Half as wide. All right, I'm gonna move over, guy. Has a chance to pass me. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it, pass me. Some like Velcro. I got all this Velcro on my bike. Some of it's coming off. I gotta watch that because the Velcro is hook and loop tape is very strong, but I had it come loose once. The thing that was holding up my bike lock, and it fell off. When I stopped though, like I slammed on the brakes. It wasn't really a problem while riding the bike, but something to always watch. Anything you got on your bike that you think you have secured, just make sure it's secured before you start riding off somewhere. The same goes for your ABC quick check. Check your air, check your brakes, check your chain set or your chain, and then check your quick releases on your wheels. Make sure all that stuff is nailed down, so to speak, so you don't want it coming off on you when you're climbing a hill or slamming on the brakes, especially when your brakes working. It's one thing to have your you know, your tire to go flat on you or your chain to fall off. I mean, I've had that happen multiple times. Or even your quick release to become loose. It's a whole nother matter if your brakes just fail. That is not something you want happening. Woo. I guess the one saving grace of my bike commute, even in the heat, is that on the way to work, it's all down. Actually, it's not all downhill, but the last part here is semi-downhill, so that's kind of nice. Of course, that means the beginning of my commute home is uphill. So, pluses and minuses, pluses and minuses. Usually I make a right here. Let's just go straight. I head down to the main drag. That guy's been waiting a little while, so we might get a green light. Maybe. Oh great, a street plate. I guess I called that wrong. BikeBlogger, what you doing? Let's go around the street plate. There we go. Oh my gosh, another black SUV. I called it. Anyway, thanks for coming along with me on this bike commute to work today. Hope you learned something. Check the link in the description below, video description below. You can find out where you get your electricity from, at least in the United States. Just pop in your zip code and it should give you all the data. See you next time. Whew.